Hello to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much that you invite us to talk to a very huge subject. It's all about the social media, so we are going to talk about it more specific about football. Let me take you a little bit back to the time when in 1910, when all over the world it was moving with horses. 20 years later, 1930, all the world was moving with cars. What I'm telling you about with social media, what is the connections here with the cars and the evolution. 2004, as you all remembered, the national team had to win the Euro 2004, but at this time we didn't have what we know now, the social media. At 2004, we had the first invasion about Facebook, and now it's all about the social media. We have Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, the Twitter, past Twitter, now X. We have lots of social media platforms, and the jobs that we are having now about the social media and the digital perspective, they weren't as a jobs 20 years before. So 20 years before, we had the Euro, we had the national team winning the Euro. 20 years after, we're having the case study of the national team with social media and the digital mind, that 2 years now they are having and running the social media about the national team, not only the national team, but this is our subject now, the football and the national team with digital minds. So that we're having Christina, Koromila, that you are going to present us all the things that they did as a company and how they improve and involve all the things about the social media and the national team. Christina.
Thank you, Adonis. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here. So let's talk about social media, let's talk about football, and let's talk about digital mind sports and Greek national team. In 2023, the presence of sports club on social media and the creation of an identity is imperative. The demands on clubs, associations, and athletes have become even higher in the digital age. The expectations of media, fans, and consumers have skyrocketed, and is also no longer just to provide information. For that reason, there was an immediate need for the active presence of the Greek national team in the digital universe of social media. Our main goal was the further development and improvement of the existing social media of the Greek national team on the official Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube accounts. At first, let's talk for our strategic goal. Our strategic goal was the best possible digital representation on the continuous presence of the Greek national team on meta platforms and YouTube. But how? With target content relevant to sports and football in particular, while at the same time appealing to the young target audience that follows the course of the national team and the athletes it represents. The target audience, primarily the age group 18 to 24 and then 25 to 34, which includes the most active fans of the national team. Young people love to consume sports content on meta platforms. Our strategy was target audience-centric. We decided to produce dynamic video and static content that match the preference of our target audience and at the same time be sports and football, of course, oriented in an entertaining way, starring the athletes representing the national team in order to drive their loyal audience to the national team social media accounts. Let's see now our content strategy. Our content strategy was the qualitative upgrade of the aesthetics and image of the national team digitally through meta platforms. How? With the creation of primary material for the official accounts of the national team on Facebook and Instagram in order to make it possible to convey ideal moments to the fans in real time and in an immersive and fun way. In addition, our goal through our strategy is to properly communicate a unified brand identity that matches the values of the national team, as well as its brand's image. I want to say here that when we start to talk with the Greek Federation, this corporation, At first, we did a huge research about the aesthetics and the image and the identity of other European, and not only European teams. The European teams were the references about our content strategy and the references of how we can improve the image and the identity of the Greek national team. So let's see some examples. Which content we produce about the Greek national team. We have the photo shootings, we have the training coverage, fun content on YouTube. I think one more video, it's maybe you will like, it's the training coverage. One of my favorite videos. For the game. We produce fun video on YouTube, but this you have to see on YouTube because it's a large video. I'm not going to show it. We have pre-game coverage graphic cards, the match day, in-game live coverage. Let's see this video and I will explain you why we have to see this video. Here we have Dinos Mavropanos when he scored the goal against Gibraltar. When Dinos scored, he came to celebrate in front of my iPhone camera. And that's very important because and the Greek national team and the players, they know that Digital Mind Sports has a very good communication and cooperation with them. We build this relationship in loyalty and trust. It's very important when you work with the teams and when you work with the players to have loyalty and trust with each other. When you have this, as you can see, then you can create more content. And we have the post-game coverage, the full time. Match day trips, backstage, media days, and live streaming. All of this, it's not only Digital Minds idea. It's a cooperation with the Greek national team. The Greek Federation come to us, they express to us some ideas they have, and we are trying to make these ideas. We're trying to consult them. We're trying to find out more ideas. We're trying to make more fun or more attractive content as a team. The Greek Federation and Digital Mind Sport, it's one team, and we have the same goal, to build the best presence, a digital presence of the Greek national team. Here, I have some examples. It's the difference. I have one video before Digital Minds Sport starts to cooperate with the Greek national team, and one video of the Digital Minds Sport.
Ακόμα να πάρεις το εισιτήριό σου? Προμηθεύσου το online στο pamepavlaethniki.gr για να μην χάσεις το παιχνίδι με την Ισπανία.
Η βία είναι ένα παγκόσμιο φαινόμενο. Για να βάλουμε ένα τέλος σε αυτό, χρειάζεται να μιλήσουμε όλοι, όχι μόνο τα θύματα. Όχι μόνο τα θύματα.
Με τη σιωπή, η αλυσίδα της βίας μεγαλώνει, έχοντας δυσάρεστες συνέπειες. Ας επιλέξουμε και ας διαμορφώσουμε τον κόσμο που θέλουμε να ζούμε. Ας εξαλείψουμε όλοι μαζί κάθε μορφή βίας.
Both videos were uploaded on Instagram. Here the difference is not only the production, the montage, the quality. The wrong here, the most important wrong here is the dimensions. If you see the first video, they uploaded on Instagram, but with the wrong dimensions. Also, I have two more examples: the match day before Digital Mind Sports and the match day with Digital Mind Sport. As you can see, our match day with this new match day with cooperation with the Greek national team, it's more attractive. It's not just the two teams, the date, and that's it. We have 3 players, Fotis, Bakasetas, and Masouras. And in my opinion, when you scroll down to your feed and you see this match day, I think you pay attention to that. It's more attractive. You stop to see what's that? Why is here Fotis, Bakasetas, and Masouras? What's going on? The other graphic card, it's something, okay, it's just information. And as I told you, now the social media, it's not just to give information to the people. To sum up, we decided to produce branded original content in order to enhance brand awareness, finalize the brand identity, and increase audience engagement on social media with constantly and quality content that is appealing to the interests of the target audience that follows the course of the national team and the athletes they represent. How? We choose the content mix that can accomplish our goal. Thematic module with real-time content from the national team's competitive and non-competitive seasons. The result. The authenticity combined with a direct update of the national team actions work effectively in increasing its followers base and engagement, with the content faithfully communicate the priceless of its brand's identity and making a perfect match with the Greek national team's brand image. During our almost 2 years cooperation, the followers have increased from 1,000 to 1,091. And last but not least, how to pick the right player for the project. If you want a project to be successful, it's not only the idea that matters, but also the players you choose to implement the idea. Here I have some of my own criteria in selecting players. First of all, you have to think about the project, and if this project suits him, he likes it, and if he can support it. The personality. If you want to make a funny video, then you have to choose a player who has humor. The chemistry with his teammates who will be involved in the video, who they are best friends, who they hang out with. So it will be more fun for them. One will motivate the other, and then you can create content that you didn't have in mind. Find the key in his character, and you have to unlock it, of course. And of course, there psychology, whether it's a good time for the player or a bad one. To achieve all of this means you have to be very observant during training sessions, before and after training session, when you spend time with the team, seeing their reactions, their behaviors, talk to them so you can understand their personality, you can understand what they like and what they didn't like. In conclusion, my advice is to always be yourself. Don't be afraid to externalize your ideas, no matter how crazy they may seem. If you want to evolve in the beautiful world of football, live those moments to the fullest. They are worth every minute of your work. That's it. Thank you.
Christina, we have a lot of questions, and that's a good thing. We have two hot words, social media and football, so it was too easy for them to have a lot of questions. So be fast and furious, so we can answer as many as possible. So first question, how has social media influenced the way football clubs in Greece engage with their fans? You are a person that you worked also with IKFC, so please tell us.
How has
Yes.
the Greek? Okay.
The Greek football clubs, yes.
Yeah, the Greek football clubs with the fans.
Yes.
Okay, unfortunately, here in Greece, we are living in 2004, not in 2024. But in the last 3 years, I saw that many of football clubs were trying to be more close to the fans, so they have more engagement with them. When I was social media manager in IKFC, and here now with the Digital Mind Sport, we are trying to be more interactive with the fans. You can do that when you post something and you want their answer to something, or you want their opinion to something, or you do giveaways, or you do some a game with the players, and players want to evolve also the fans. When you call an action, for example, come to visit us to the training center or come to watch our games. So this is something you can call engagement, or you can call to be closer to the fans through the social media. Or, for example, when you post a story and ask questions to the player, this is also engagement with the fans.
That's you kind of answered the next question, because we leave the clubs and we go to the players. In what ways do Greek football players utilize social media platforms to connect with their followers and supporters?
I think the Greek football players with Instagram. Yeah, not so much with TikTok already.
Not yet, yes.
But some of them, they're trying.
So we talked about clubs, we talked about players. It's another thing, the Greek football fans. So how do football fans in Greece use social media platforms to express their opinions?
With hate.
Most of the times.
Most of the times. Unfortunately, Greek fans, they use Instagram, especially Instagram, for hate comments. And this is a huge problem. And I think it will be very interesting if we can do a research about the hate comments that Greek fans did in the social media and the positive comments. I want you, after, to search your Instagram account from your favorite football club, go to a full time, see the comments when your team wins, and see the comments when your team lose. You will see that you have, when you win, you have 20 comments, congratulations, that's it. But when you lose, you will have millions of comments. So unfortunately, here in Greece, the fans use the social media for the hate speech. But I think that we can change that.
Yes. Are there instances where social media played a significant role in shaping public opinion or discussions about football-related matters in Greece?
I think so.
I would say that there are some examples, not about football-related matters in Greece, but about social and related matters in Greece. It's a great example about Tassos Bakasetas. It's a player, it's the captain of the national team that spoke openly about depression and what are the things about a player, about a human being. So not about football relating matter in Greece, but I would say some football players with the right social media guidance, they are telling things that is very useful, not only about the football.
Yeah, and as you can see, the last 2-3 years, and UEFA gives they may pay attention to the CSR programs, social programs, when you can help refugees or discrimination and women in football and all of that. And football is one of the main pillars that they use to do that. For example, in Greece, the last 3 years, ΑΕΚ, Olympiacos, Panathinaikos, OFI, they talk about very much about the breast cancer. We are in football, we are in men's club, I know that, but they talk about a women issue. So yes, we can use social media and we can use football to call something outside from football.
How has the use of social media contributed to the growth and development of grassroots football in ETFs and youth academies in Greece?
In Greece?
I would say that it's more our problem, not as a digital mind problem. I would say as a media problem. It's not a problem about the clubs or the academies or the grassroots football, because I think to create content about academies and grassroots football, it will not have the result that we want about the content we create. So I think it's a problem about the media more than the clubs. I don't know what
the clubs has it has social media for their grassroots or their academies, but they don't have so many followers. Some of the sponsors won't be pay money from them to grow the social media accounts, and I think that I don't know if if you will pay attention to this account, unfortunately, but this is our problem.
To be honest, it's not only a Greek problem. I'm trying to think what is UEFA doing about the grassroots and social media, and I don't think that they are having specific platforms about the things that they do. So it's all about the umbrella under everything, that everything is one. If we talk about Greek men's football, if we talk about women's football, if we talk about the grassroots football, I think it's all one.
I think one good example is Ajax.
Yes.
It is the best case study about grassroots and academies because they have their own social media, but the main Instagram account of Ajax reports all the time what grassroots and academies did. I think Ajax, yes, is the best case study for this question.
Can you identify any memorable social media campaigns initiated by Greek football teams to interact with their fan base? There are a lot, I would say.
Yeah.
I can't remember one.
Me neither.
I don't remember if it was a campaign social media about the Stadium of AEK before the creation, about the three genders, that it was a little child, a father, and the grandfather, about waiting the stadium. I don't remember, to be honest.
Me neither. But I will search it and I will send me to my email.
Yes, and I think that, to be honest, it's not about the Greek football teams that they're creating social media campaigns, but more what we see is the sponsored create
Yeah.
social media campaigns about the Greek football teams that the fans are engaging and connecting with their teams. The sponsors create much better campaigns than their own football teams.
I remember one. I did it last year when I was in AEK. When we did a giveaway from the new transfers, the T-shirt from the new transfers, for example, from Mukudi, and the winner came to the training center to meet Mukudi and take the shirt. So maybe this is a campaign because you can make the engagement and to be close fans and the players and the team. I think we did that. I don't know if it's a good answer, but I will search for another.
I have one question, because as I told to my prologue, it's all about evolution and evolving. And in 2004, we didn't have social media. And now in 2024, we're having AI, the artificial intelligence, how the digital mind is going to use this dynamic and how it's going to evolve with artificial intelligence. And if you think that always the human factor will be much more important than any other machine, let's say, to communicate and engage with fans.
Okay, I'm going to answer by my heart. I don't like very much AI. I always think that humans are better from an AI. I don't think that an AI can understand the feelings. What you're feeling when you are in the stadium, the feeling that football brings to you, and what the fans need from football, from their clubs. I'm not sure. It's an AI, it's very clever, congratulations, but I don't think that it has emotions to express what we feel when we are in the stadium and to make this engagement with the fan. This is my opinion. I don't know. But I think that, yes, maybe we will try to do something, but I don't know what. At this time, we will see.
I think the connection between the human factor and the AI maybe could save some time. Now the machines are editing the videos. They are putting all the subtitles alone. If you want to create a TikTok, let's say. Yeah, I agree with you, but at the last line, the human factor and the decisions that you are going to make to have a better reach, higher reach, better engagement with the fans, it will always be there with the human factor. But I don't know what we will say in 20 years from now. So
yeah, I agree. But I hope so. At the end, will be humans' decision.
So that will be for us. I don't think if you want to add something, Christina, we answered to all the questions that we had from the audience.
I want the guy who sent the answer with the best campaign.
Okay, yes, we have to find
me, maybe on Instagram. I don't know why, because I really want to ask this. I have to search it. So follow me on Instagram and I will answer you.
Okay, thank you so much, Christina.
Thank
and the audience that you watched these perfect presentations about the digital minds and the case study with the national team.
Thank you, Adoni and Christina, and allow me 2 comments. First of all, that football in 2004 and sport in 2004 in Greece was in a better situation. Okay, so I know what you meant, that we are 20 years, and normally when we are back, we are worse, but in this case, we are now worse. And the second comment is that football clubs, and any kind of club, because of course, football attracts more fans, they have to decide which kind of fans they want before they engage them. And of course, you understand that at least I am influenced by what happened, the last few days with the violence in sport environments. Thank you so much, though.